Welcome to A Delhi Love, Ishq Mohabbat Pyar, the podcast that treats Delhiwalas to captivating conversations on living and loving all things Delhi. Delhi is not just a place, it's a state of mind, an attitude that leaves a mark on everyone who visits or calls it home. I'm Yasmin Kidwai, your host, a documentary filmmaker, former municipal councillor, and at heart, the quintessential Delhi girl. I love how Delhi is both old and new at the same time. I value its history and heritage and love exploring the new aspects of the city we share. I'm no expert, but I grew up in the gullies here, enjoyed public service here, and just like you, shared a deep passion for Delhi's enigmatic soul. Together, let's embrace the delightful contradictions that make Delhi the city it is. After all, around every corner, there must be 1,000 dastans to share in this megacity of a million conversations. Delhi has traditionally been a center of power, art, and culture. It is an open city, able to absorb artistic influences from every direction. The city also has a long history of patronage going back centuries. Artists have always traveled to the city seeking an audience, fame, and fortune. 3 decades ago, a young female artist moved to Delhi from Calcutta, wanting to make a clean start. We know her as Jayashri Burman. Jayashri comes from a family of artists. Her uncle, Shakti Burman, and husband, Paresh Maiti, are also renowned painters. She trained at Shantiniketan and at the Visual College of Art in Calcutta before pursuing printmaking in Paris. A contemporary Indian artist who has made a name for herself by seamlessly blending traditional Indian art forms with modern sensibilities, Jayashri's work has evolved constantly, as she has been influenced by India's rich cultural heritage, mythology, and her love for travel. From simpler expressions that depict her delight in Indian people and culture, to bolder and larger images showcasing female-centric themes, Jayashri's work is known for its intricate detailing, bold colors, and a playful use of imagery, often featuring fantastical landscapes inhabited by mythical creatures, gods, goddesses, and even ordinary people. She has won many accolades, including a national award. Her work has been exhibited in India and abroad and continues to be infused by a deep personal spirituality.
रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर once he said जीवनेर धन किछुई जाए ना फैला. लाइफ में जो होता है वो कुछ भी फेंका नहीं जाता, वो सब वापस आता है, उससे तुम कुछ कर सकते हो. If you are going through in a pain, agony, that also works on you later on. I have brought up such a way to look at the human being as a gods and goddesses quality. How much strong and powerful a mother can be, who can sacrifice own love and everything to float the bacha for a moksha. Who is our Bharat Mata? Ganga. Painting is like a storytelling. People, they say, I need to have a mood. I want my loneliness, then I go. I made myself, no, I can sit down anywhere and paint. I think all women should think of their own economical success. The female artist, there is a difficulties because she has got lot of natural baggage. A woman to get a success, they has to work like 400-500%.
Welcome, Jayashri ji. I know you've come from a long holiday and you're looking very lovely and relaxed.
Thank you so much.
Acha, I'm going to start, and forgive me if I'm going to be, using a cultural cliche that, you're from Bengal, and a lot of people from Bengal seem to pursue art. Is that what inspired you to pursue it?
Because, I am from a family of art, at the same times very much with business, because my father was a hardcore businessman, but he was like a saint of a person. He never kept money in his pocket. He always, looked after his people who was working for him. And my mother was actually, she was a very good dancer. She used to play sitar. And our house was full of people like Ma and Baba used to bring all the nephew and nieces, and they used to study in Calcutta. After that, they got married, they are established, and I have seen them. And in between, my mother, whenever she used to get a time in the evening, she used to go to upstairs on the rooftop and play sitar. Baba also, like every Sunday, I'm very lucky because I have the most like Baba's favorite, I must say very proudly, because Baba used to sit down with me and recites Rabindranath Tagore's poems. And at the age of 6, now when I sit and think, Baba used to recite such a heart and such a sensitive and strong, powerful poetry of Rabindranath Tagore. And he used to make me understand. So I think he's the one who planted the seeds of art and creativity in my heart.
And when did you start?
I start very early. Actually, maybe class 2, 3.
Okay.
Yes, very early, very early.
And then, you worked in Calcutta for some time.
Yes.
And you also won a national award when you were
Yes.
there at a very young age of 24.
Yes.
Then why choose Delhi?
Destiny nobody knew. So actually, I was studying in Shantiniketan Kala Bhavan. And somehow those days it was wherever my father and my uncle Shakti Burman used to take me, and they used to get proposal for marriage. So I got married very early age. It was arranged marriage. So it was not a very happy marriage. I have a son who is now with us, Reed Burman. He's a photographer and very good art photography also he does. So destiny, I didn't know that 17 years of my life after my marriage, I really gave lot to keep it up, but I couldn't. But at the same time, when I left Shantiniketan in a very early time, I cannot remember a day without a line. I never stopped painting. And I think that brought me here in Delhi. And of course, I met Paresh and we were very much in love. And we, of course, very much good friend till now. Husband, wife, of course, but we are very good friend, like solid friendship. So that's the beauty of my life. Like, I came here and I must say I'm thankful to Delhi. And Delhi has accepted me with wide hands. Like, I'm really happy and grateful.
Came as a single woman.
As a single woman. And yes, and my son was in Mayo College. I gave him in a boarding school. And it was like a huge challenge for me to leave everything. Only 7,000 rupees in my hand, I came out. Of course, I took permission from my parents. My father was like a pillar to me. He said to me, Jaya, you are going there. Always remember, never ask anybody for money. Why you have left everything? You have left everything for your own identity to be established as a good human being first, and then as an artist, also mother. So never forget these 3 things. So that helped me a lot. And my family was like my sister-in-laws, my everybody. They were like my pillars. The main thing is that emotional pillars. When you are protected with the emotional love and affection, there you are done for your life. That's way I'm very lucky. And then my hardship worked. I think so many years I didn't have time to get up and look up. Like I was like
you were working very hard
on the floor in a very small place, sitting on the floor and painting and painting and painting. So I think this is like a devotion,
Painting is. You met your husband in the very early days when you came here.
Paresh.
Paresh,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, considering your uncle was an established painter, so is your husband. A lot of time, it can tend to take away from a woman's success, and yet you've always maintained that you've made it on your own.
Yes. It's not so easy playground. I think a woman, when they get the success, the men, when they work, maybe 100%. or 1,000%. But a woman to get a success, they has to work like 400, 500%. Because otherwise women cannot get the success, because we are built scientifically like that. A lot of love, emotions, responsibility. We are mother, wife, sisters, friends. Like we have these qualities so much in us. This is scientifically also men has that quality. They don't have now, but it's the universe made us like that. Why we are women? Why we are nature? Why we are always compared with the nature? So that's the thing, that fight is there, Women has to fight a lot to establish that same thing. Of course, nowadays it's much more easier. Younger generations of men are very open.
Yeah, there is a shift.
There is a very good shift
in the men also. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, tell me, do you feel that your own personal struggles is what in your life is what drew you to spirituality and mythology in your art?
100%. First of all, I'm from Bengal. तो घर पे I have seen my mother, my parents, they used to chant Chandi. My father used to sit down on the chair and without book inside in front of him, he will chant Chandi full script. So I have brought up like that. And my parents, Gurudev, he was Swami Nilananda Giri. He was Ramakrishna Bhaktan. He became sannyasi. And he used to come to our home and always, I still remember, he used to tell my parents, you have Kartik, Ganesh and Lakshmi. You should have one more Saraswati. Then your parivar is complete. And my younger sister, after 13 years, my younger sister born. So I have brought up such a way to look at the human being as a gods and goddesses quality, because that from childhood in my brain and my heart, people, we are brought up like that. This girl is so beautiful and so nice. She looks after the family, keeps the things properly. She's Lakshmi. Her house you go, she always serves you food. She's Annapurna. So we have brought up like this culture. So automatically it is inbuilt in me to look at human being anywhere in the world, in universe. I see them like that. I have learned to see them like that. That's why sometimes people very often they say you always paint gods and goddesses. It's not. My women or men are like them.
No.
They have that quality.
They imbibe the qualities and reflect that.
That reflect. Because I have brought up like that. That's the thing in my life, my two agenda. Good work, good human being.
Yeah. I'm very curious, what does being good human being mean?
हम लोग बोलता है कवि, poet. महाकवि किसको बोलता है?
किसको?
महादेव किसको बोलता है? महान. जो सब कुछ का ऊपर जा सकता है. I am not telling that I will be महान.
But you want to.
But I want to, if I want to go to the moon, at least I can go a little bit
to the
up.
stars.
So I could reach, little good enlightenment, little good.
But what does it mean to be good?
Goodness is
Good does it mean that you just be nice whatever anybody else is treating you?
No, I have to answer them. I have to tell them this is not right. This is but I have to tell such a way with not bad mannerism, with a good mannerism. That is the thing that I think I need to earn more, learn more. Like, not to hurt anybody. Not to hurt anybody, but to be good and truthful to everybody.
And to yourself also.
Yes, myself also. And unnecessarily किसी को ऊपर चढ़ा के उसको, I don't want to be a hypocrite person. So I want to be a true person. But I think takes a toll.
In time.
Time. And also life turned you to the spiritual, because my elder brother got kidnapped in 90s by a jihadi and 13
in Calcutta.
In Calcutta. And that time I was in Delhi. I got to know in the afternoon, late afternoon, that he has been kidnapped. I didn't know what to do. And that time, Gallery Ganesha, Mrs. Shobha Bhatia and unka husband, Sani Bhatia, both of them came at night to me. They got to know that Parish was in Paris. They came to me and they told me, you are going to a war. You are a fighter. You have to fight it. So don't cry. Go. Fight. So I went there.
Where?
In Calcutta to meet my parents, to be with my sister-in-law and everybody. Luckily, we got back my elder brother after 10 days. But those 10 days, I could not help without chanting. Because my parents, my mother had a huge blood pressure. My sister-in-law got a huge blood sugar. My father, now he's no more. He was a heart patient. My younger brother was like madly wanting to get back him. So lot of things were going on in the family. So I had to keep everybody together. And then I remember two things. Send the vibration to my elder brother who has been kidnapped and he's injured with the goli, So I was giving vibration. Automatically it came to me. Nobody told me. I just giving him the vibration, Dada, you are okay. You are fine. We are there. At the same time, I started chanting Chundi. And that's the first time when I started Chandi. Actually, my pronunciation is ऐसे ही बहुत खराब है मेरा हिंदी फिर उसका ऊपर से संस्कृत so you can imagine but I tried रातों रात दिनों दिन I was chanting and that gave me a lot of shakti to keep all the family members together and shant. Because when you have nothing to do, you only can pray to the universe. And my universe is Chandi. My Chandi is whole universe. So that's the thing. Then I became very strong about Chandi, Durga, Shakti. So that came to me. And that period of time, I really paint a lot of those kind of works because it came spontaneously.
Yeah. Like you were saying, you've also, in your work, in your art, there's also a lot of nature. And for you, women and nature kind of go together.
100%. It's like we are same. Now, nowadays, recently, I'm painting a lot of pumpkins. One day, suddenly, I was looking at pumpkins and I was thinking, can you, I imagine the pumpkins on the woman's belly. It's like this. So the shape, I thought first it attracted me. Then it attracted me when I cut it, then lots of seeds. As seeds goes to the earth and immediately the plants come out. So it's like ecosystem. Like we never realize. Pumpkin's tree. Birds are coming, butterfly are sitting on the flower and they, it's like all ecosystem. And we are all in that ecosystem, we don't realize. So these are the things like, ghum ghum ke, it comes.
In your, does your own identity as a woman also strongly influence it? Are you just an observer or you become a part of the art then?
It's like both way. Like observer, of course. At the same time, sometime I became the part of that. Because life gives you lot of things, na? Life में जो होता है वो कभी if you are going through pain, agony, that also works on you later on.
Later on.
So in Rabindranath Tagore once he said, जीवনের धन কিছুই যায় না ফেলা. लाइफ में जो होता है वो कुछ भी फेंका नहीं जाता, वो सब वापस आता है, उससे तुम कुछ कर सकते हो. So these are the like I have actually gone through few what should I say, miscarriage. And then I had given birth of a dead boy, a stillborn baby.
This is
9th
after
month.
the first one.
Yes. And I know what is the pain. I know losing the sons. So that strong understanding of this, it comes in the work because I felt it. So I have a great strong feelings for the woman. I cannot deny it. It comes spontaneously because I feel it more. So that's the thing. So that way I have felt it, I have painted. At the same time, I observe a lot.
I think there's also this thing of, do you feel a sense of responsibility as a woman?
100%.
That, you have achieved something and, you have been able to process your emotions, which frankly not everybody is able to do that. The kind of strength which is required, everybody's not, I won't say lucky. I think it's a lot of work which also goes into it. Do you feel a sense of responsibility towards through your work towards women in general?
100,000%. Each and every moment of my life, I think I have a lot of responsibility. Because if I see something beautiful, even then I always think I should share with somebody. That sharing, it's not that sharing to show off that I have seen it. That sharing to give her that feelings, and she should again take it to somebody, and it's like a marathon. Like,
Pay it forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's so important in life. Because so you have to, I think I have a lot of responsibility. And I feel very happy for that. I feel I have something to do.
I think women is a bond which has not been used enough. I think, as women, you understand each other, the pains which the other gender or will never know. And I think that's a bond which really can be multiplied much more still in the existing world.
100%. Because you will see, okay, after marriage, before marriage, when men and women are in love, they are very much lovey-dovey. Then when they get married, okay, that loves. When the children come, okay, they love. They become friends later on. And at the same time, you will see the men. They are so happy to see other men and sitting together and chilling.
Yes,
And women are more like we are together and we are more.
Yeah.
It is very natural. Nothing. I think it's something very natural. I think we cannot deny it.
Your mother is also a lot of comes across in your work.
Yes,
a lot, huh?
because my mother, as everybody used to say our house is like Annapurna house, because my mother was like Annapurna. Now all the time anybody is coming, they have to have food and go. Like morning breakfast se shuru karke raat tak dinner tak. So Ma was like that. And Ma was very beautiful. Everybody's mother is beautiful. Question doesn't arise. But she had a beautiful forehead with a curly hair. Not very long hair, very short hair, but curly. And very beautiful lady. And वो रात को जाके सितार बजाती थी. And she had romance also with my father. That I have seen. Because I have seen she was very much fond of gardening, flowers, arrangement. So, very desi griha badhu she was. But uska andar ek beautiful, romantic जो woman थे वो मैं देखती थी. कभी she used to be upset with Baba, but that was sweet upset. Acha, garden say when she used to see lots of flowers, she will put in a basket and she will bring and show to my father कि देखो आज इतना फूल आया. So that is so beautiful. Yeah. She's always coming in my work. She's still alive and mother is mother.
True. And you've done this River of Faith series. What was that about?
Actually, River of Faith series is on River Ganga, and I have born and brought up in Kolkata. Of course, Ganga, Hooghly River is there. So from my childhood, I used to go with my parents quite a lot of time, especially Mahalaya, what is the Navratri ka time pe. So the day, we worship to our ancestors. So with my father, I used to go and I have to stand on the ghat because I don't know swimming. I used to stand and I was looking at the ghat like a theater. Like, people are swimming, doing puja, somebody's crying, shakapala they are throwing. Like, little one ghar malish wala is doing malish, everything together. So that was like my stage. So that was the beginning of my thought process started. And later on, when I started reading about Ganga, Baba used to recite Ganga's poems. So then I realized Ganga is how strong. What is the character of Ganga? When Ashtabashu stolen the Nandini cow from Gautam Muni's ashram, then he carts them. Then you have to come to this earth. And then they went to Mahadev. Mahadev told them to go to Ganga. Then Ganga said, Tathastu. Then she came to this earth, gave the birth of all them, got married with Shantanu, told him not to ask any questions. So 10 times she was conceived. When you are conceived, then the child and you are the same. He's in your body. But she was so powerful. So much sacrifice she has done. For their moksha, she used to float the child on the river. So how much strong and powerful a mother can be, who can sacrifice her own love and everything to float the bacha for a moksha. So this is the deep thoughts came in my mind. And then that's river Ganga is my soul. And I was thinking of making a big sculpture because we say we are Bharat, we say India, we say Ganga. So I thought when I went to saw Statue of Liberty, original in Paris and then in New York, then I thought of it. Why don't we think Bharat Mata, we say. So who is our Bharat Mata? Ganga. One and two, another, to me. To me. And then I created that 20 feet big sculpture on bronze. So it took 2 years to make it. It was a journey, a process, because I am not a sculptor. So I had gone through a lot of struggle. When I could do it, when I could finish it, I felt so good. And this Ganga, she has a wings and she's holding a little bird and she's like a child, a girl. And she's on a crocodile, but that face is like a elephant, body is like a tail of a fish. Because I'm an artist, I have got luckily to get the liberty to do whatever I feel like doing. So all together, it's my full soul is there. But I would be very happy. This, my work, should be in India, it should get a proper place in India.
Yeah, where is it right now?
It's in the warehouse. Because for me, it's a gift to my country. But I don't want to put anywhere when it will not get the respects. So I'm waiting to get that respect to get when my
right place.
My Jahnavi will get a place. So I'm just still waiting when I'll get that invite that we want to keep this here. Because this is really, I'm an artist, what I can do. I can do this only to my country. Because I felt she's holding the little bird like a girl, nurture the universe. You nurture the universe. If we don't nurture the universe, where we will be in future. So from water to and her headgear is lots of lotus. That the purity. Holding a bird. She is a human being and the crocodile in the water body. So you think Jal, Sthal, Bayu, Asman, everything together. So that's my...
Well, I really hope she finds a home
soon. That's the thing. She finds her own home.
Yeah, inshallah. Maybe, she will.
Yeah.
Soon. Tell me, we were talking of, women, but as a female artist, do you think you faced any particular challenges and the journey becomes a little different? Or are there any misconceptions and stereotypes which, as a female artist, you were saying you have to work 400
Yes.
times more?
Yes,
For
that
sure.
is true. That is true. That I must say, yes, I felt it a lot from my younger age. First of all, they think I was touched from a very affluent family because my father was a businessman, a very successful businessman, a very protected family. So lot of younger my friends artists used to say, "Tera kya hai?" Your father. But nobody knew that how much my father was very strict about things. So he taught me lots of things. Never want anything. You buy your things. You try to work out. Although he got me married very early stage. But later on, when he realized it was a blunder, he really helped me. But his helping to me is the emotionally making strong as a strong woman. जो गलती वो बाबा ने किया था, वो गलती को सुधारने के लिए बाबा also later on gave me lot of strength. That I can fight it out. It is lot of fighting. It's not so easy. Women still now, I think, has been counted secondary lot of places, I felt. And but it's okay. We are not going to leave it. We are going to fight it.
Yeah, true. No, also, did you ever feel that there, okay, this is the societal expectation of me as a woman in whichever particular role, and these are my artistic ambitions. Did you ever find them clashing?
Yes, because sometimes I find it difficult because I'm an artist from outside, inside, true. So sometimes it's hard for me to, the men can say, no, I don't have a mood to go and to meet somebody. No, we can't because we think samne piche. Back and forth sides, both the sides, all sides we think. That's just natural. It comes. So we want to balance everything and to do. So that's why I said the 400 times.
Yeah.
Because
how do I say that license? So I'm an artist and I can do whatever. It doesn't come that easily.
No, not at all. I am an artist fully because first of all, shall I tell you one thing true? People, they say, I need to have a mood. Now I need to go to I want my, loneliness. Then I go. I made myself, no, I can sit down anywhere and paint. I made myself like that. Because, I'm sitting in the plane, I'm doing drawings. I'm in the kitchen looking at the things and my brain is working. Oh, pumpkin kaat raha hai na, usse itna beej nikal raha hai na. Every minute, I think not a single second, my brain is not working. It's all the time working art. So it's
that overrated process, you don't even okay, I have to feel lonely, I have to do this, I have to do that to get the inspiration.
But when you grow now, then automatically you become clever.
That's true.
So life give you a lot of lesson. Now I know when I can get my own space, and I do sometimes take some my own space to feel, and I really give respect to my husband for that we really believe in space. And even our son and daughter-in-law, all of us, we really respect the space. So we don't disturb each other when we know that there is a space we needed, and with full of respect and understanding. I think that's the key of the thing. Like if anybody wants to be successful in the family, you have to give a space and patience.
But that has to come from always. No?
Always. You have to motivate yourself. Like, I can ask so many questions to my husband. Why this happened? What happened? I can fight it out. Why I will fight? Am I foolish? Why I will spoil my time and energy and negativity? Better I concentrate with my own work, own space. Why to spoil the beauty of like little second and little minute? Of course, we are human being. We go through all this trauma. I cannot say, no, I don't get upset or angry or, whatever. But I think if you grow means like not age, grow from inside. Evolve. Each and every moment, I think. For me, I'm telling you, Yashmin, this year, this December, every time we pray, so I prayed, I want to grow. Every day, every moment, every second as a good human being first.
You prayed that as the year was turning.
As if first you have to have a good human being, then you are successful. What success will bring you if you are not as a good human being?
What does success mean to you?
Success is altogether. You are happy inside. I am happy inside, not that I am very content with my work. I am never content with my work. I always think I should do better. That is the thing,
which
pushes. And I'm happy for that.
And how much
आग जलना चाहिए, आग बुझेगा क्यों? It's
how much does economic stability or economic success have to do with it?
I think all women should think of their own economical success, because that's very important. Because जब ये छोटा बच्चा होता है ना, लड़की स्पेशली, we always make them feeling of depending on father, नहीं तो brother, नहीं तो husband, नहीं तो father-in-law, somebody. This dependence feeling should, आदमी लोगों को तो ये नहीं देता है. You depend on father, depend on mother. No, they're not. But we are, from our childhood, we are learned from that. So that should not be, encouraged. You should learn from them. You are individual. You can also earn. You can be never expect anything.
From anyone.
And then you are complete. We say Shakti, Durga, Mata. Why we say? Because she's full strength. She doesn't, she loved Shiva unconditionally. And she's the fighter. And she is the one. So we say big things, and then we start expecting from husband, from son, from everybody. That is pity. Why? We are, it's like we are Shakti. Universe has given us lot of power to produce a child. The pain, go through everything. So we have all this light in us just to lit up.
And what does evolving mean to you? How are you evolving? To grow, like you're saying that, you wanted to grow. What does it mean to grow?
As a human being, if I have done any mistake in my past, if I have done anything also without knowing and unknowingly, and also in future, if I am going to do some mistake, I should not do that. I should think of everybody should go through their peaceful life. Lot of competition comes. Abhiman, I don't know the exact word. Abhiman होता है life में. But इसको ना encourage नहीं करना है. So when you can grow, when you can ignore all these things, and for that you need to motivate yourself.
So you have to consciously work
consciously
on it.
Because I cannot I nowadays, like the day I promised myself, from that day I have started feeling that only. Nothing I ignore things. I start not hatedly, not with hatred. I ignore things nice way.
Like what?
Like this is my work. I have to do the best work. I am in this world. I'm a mother. I have to be a good mother. I have lot of things which I wonder why I have married. शादी क्यों किया है? Because I loved him. I have to give him love, na? So these are the promise which I have done past. I have to
You have to, but it's also constant work to remind yourself.
Reminding yourself. So you have to do all this also at the same time. Your painting, my painting is my jaan. This is my life. The day I will not able to paint, I don't want to live in this world. So these are the things like, for that you have to, I am motivating myself. I don't know how much I will do, but I will try my best.
You're also, you're married to a painter. So that can also, does it cause strife or competition at home?
Not at all. I think because, shall I tell you one thing? Because Paresh is a very wanted, very popular
Yeah.
and very loved one.
Yes.
Not only, I think people, they love him as an artist, as a human being. He's a fantastic person. So, of course, when I'm going around, I know that, there is a difference. Because that is his good karma he's getting. So I have to accept it. If I love him, then I have to accept it. So that also I have learned. This is not, learning has not come in one day. So it comes. If somebody says, no, I don't care, it doesn't come, it comes. But you have to fight it out because I love him. I love my son. So if my son is doing well and so renowned, then I will feel the same. So my husband, where is the problem? I love him too. So wo jagah pe na, wo jagah pe need to, prepare, and women can do only this.
You said a very interesting thing, that you become clever as you grow older.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Because, suppose people used to come my home, anytime people are coming, then मेरा वो responsibility हो जाता, अच्छा रात को dinner करने, oh, I have to do the dal, I have to do the chutney, I have to do the vegetables. Now I have become clever. Now I told my cook, recipe, you do this. I come back from my studio, I chucko things, and then I know where is the problem, then I solve it. Like this, like little things in life, like it is an instinct, I am telling you. But like this, not to unnecessarily give time for cooking from morning to evening. I taught my cook. खूब अच्छे से उसको सिखा दिया, तो he knows. तो mistake जहाँ जहाँ होता है, then I tell them to do. Not to fight, not to shout, not to do anything. Just sit down, tell them this is this. So these are the things, like you grow, you mature.
So, and what's your work process like? What does a work day look like? You said that you can start, you're thinking of painting all the time, but do you have a process you follow? Like you go to a studio, you said?
Of course, every day. My studio is in Okhla, also at home in the basement I do work. So I can work like 18 hours a day, no problem for me. Very smoothly I can paint. I am not tired. But only from outside somebody comes, they will think that I am bhutni, because bhoot ki tarah ho jati hu. Then when I'm just in trance when I'm doing the painting. Our process is big because it's a very deep thought process I go through, very complicated, because very inside I go na, that ki pumpkin ka seeds fallen on the ground, wahan se niche jata hai, wahan se plants aata hai, wahan se birds aata hai, wahan se butterfly. So everything together, it's a very complex and things. So it takes time. It's a procedure I go through. And yes, I do the work like that, very slow but steady.
And so you have an end result in mind, or you're very clear that this is what it's
end result kabhi nahi aata.
It's a process.
End comes with, like when you start writing a story, then maybe you started with 2 characters, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 10 characters comes. So exactly, painting is like a storytelling. Once you start telling, actually my work, I must say, when I start telling my story, that one after another things comes adding, because I think this is my way of talking through my painting towards the people.
How much time does it take you to complete a typical piece of art?
Big work. Yeah, it takes time. Like, it depends. Sometimes once, maybe 1 feet by 1 feet work I have started, I'm not liking, I left it, and after 2 months, 3 months, maybe after 1 year, I take it out and finish it. ऐसा भी होता है. Kabhi I am in so much deep into it. I want to finish that big work. Like I take 3 months, 4 months, constantly working on it. But as I say, you know, I made myself like that. Kind of a little clever what you say, that when I go to my studio first I do sketches, I do drawings, because I think this is my fresh mind. Whatever wants to come out, then I take it out on my sketchbook, take it out on my canvas or paperboard or wherever. First 2 hours are like that. And seriously, that time I really like to be alone and with my music and me. I don't want anybody around me. So that is very important for me to take out my feelings.
And what time would you start normally on a typical day?
10 o'clock in the morning.
You're at your studio at 10 in the morning.
At 10 in the morning, sometime earlier when Parish is not around, 9:30, 8:30, doesn't matter for me. So I go there and I finish 7 o'clock. Both of us, we come back. And Parish is a very disciplined man. I am ulta. Mera discipline is according to my mood and work, because you know I'm working. वहाँ पे मेरा mood चलता है, because now I am in this work, I will do that. So I come back after मेरा घर का, after dinner, we finish dinner very early. Then I immediately go down in my basement and I walk till 12 o'clock. And when Parish is not in town, I walk to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Early morning, 6:30, I am up. I sleep very less.
Wow. Okay.
So then in between also sometimes I write. I know.
You write
also. So like generally I write more when I'm very emotionally, you know, in the painting maybe I can't take it out. Lots of things in my head, I can't take it out. Maybe I'm sitting in the flight, a long journey, like 9 hours journey. I'm alone in the flight. No, Parish is also not with me. I will start writing. I write.
What do you write about?
Poetry. I write poems.
And this is just for you, or you plan to publish it at any point of time?
Recently, I'm thinking of publishing. Earlier, I never thought of it, because actually I've started writing poetry from when I was in class 2.
Oh, okay.
So
almost as when you started your art.
Yes. So my father thought that I will be a poet.
Oh, okay.
So because he used to sit down with me on the Sunday, and all Rabindranath Tagore's poems has been recited by him and make me understand the story behind. So but it didn't happen, and I don't want to say I am a poet, but only I will say this is my outlet of my some imagination, some feelings which I am not able to take it out in my canvas. Then it comes in my writing. Yeah, we are planning.
Yeah.
So
tell me, like, how easy or difficult today, a scenario today for a new artist to break into the arena, especially I would say a female artist, if she knows she wants to break into the art world. How easy or difficult is it? Is it more accepting today? There's more.
Again, I will say that for female artist, there is a difficulties because she has got lot of natural
baggage.
So there is difficulties, but at the same time, I say that they have the power. If अंदर आग जलता है, volcano, वो निकल आएगा. If you are creative, it will come out. Nobody can stop you. Nobody. Maybe you will be not famous so early, or maybe you will be not get your remuneration, whatever you need to be. Lord, in this world, so many good artists may be there. They didn't get their things. So we are very lucky and blessed. That is different, but they have to fight it out. But I think younger generation women are very, very good. They are much more wiser than us, because even I am not very familiar with my electronic things. They are very good at everything. So that helps them. And they are quite powerful. So I have a hope that they will rock.
Yeah. Do you mentor? Do people artists come to you for advice and stuff?
Sometime cannot say I'm mentor because that's everybody's destiny. So I cannot be mentor. But I try to be truthful to the younger artist. And anybody comes to me, I always try to be very truthful and tell them whatever right to me, I tell them. Like I dislike to say anything which is pretentious unnecessarily. I will not do that.
Yeah, I can't imagine you saying anything.
I will keep quiet. I will not hurt, but I will say. Because I will try to make understand that, I'm thinking this is not your choice. You have other choice you can do. So that's there. I try. But, pata nahi mentor hu ki nahi. But I know a lot of younger children, they love me. So I'm very lucky to be loved by them.
Tell me, I'm just curious, when did you feel that, okay, I've done it. All the struggle has been worth it. I've achieved it now. Was it when the first big piece of art sold, or when did you feel, okay, ho gaya, I've arrived?
It was on Ganga painting, River Ganga diptych. So it's like big work, huge big work, diptych, huge big work. And that has got a lot of pen and ink work, watercolor, monochromatic work, like complicated. Shiva is there, Parvati is there, Parvati, and then Bhagirath is there. At the same time, Vishnu is there. Lots of gods and goddesses are there. So I was thinking of all this, and I finished the work, and quite a tough job of pen and ink. The day I finished, I switched on my music. I started dancing like a mad woman, because that is that I feel. When I am happy with the work, like, okay, I could do it. I could finish this work. Immediately, this is my spontaneous, I switch on and I dance. Mera jo chai hue deta hai staff hai, they stands in a corner, they look, they say, madam is mad. Or they feel madam is very happy. So they see my struggle every day, ki how I paint. वो बोलता है, madam अब थक गया है, अब जाओ, like that. So I remember that day, and my stuff was video. He was doing video. When I was dancing, he sent to my son. My son was so happy. So it happens. I celebrate my happiness
on your own,
on my own, अपने आप ही. जैसे कोविड टाइम में बहुत सारे पेंटिंग किया था, and I was happy. So I used to go to the rooftop, switch on my music and dance. And it's like it's like a madness, but I do that. It gives me lot of, आज तो knee replacement surgery हो गया, पाँव में भी दर्द है, arthritis patient, but doesn't matter. I love dancing.
What do you dance on?
Nothing, any, especially of course Shanti Niketan piece.
Yeah,
so
has to
Rabindra
be.
Sangeet is that one, but I love everything.
Where have you been super happy to see a piece of art by you? In somebody's home or in some other place, you've been like, okay, I feel proud to see it here.
Yes. When I see my work has been appreciated and properly showed anywhere, I feel very happy about it. People, when they come to me, they show the photograph, ma'am, I didn't know that who has bought it. Generally, I don't deal with the clients. So my galleries are there, so I don't. So, but sometime we meet somewhere and they come, ma'am, we have this art of, we love the every day I get up, I see blah, blah, blah. Then I feel very happy. That gives a lot of encouragement, happiness, and feel good.
How important is the role of a gallerist? You mentioned the gallerist.
Gallerists are very good for the artist, because without gallery, artists can't come out. Because artists are very emotional, not at all very practical about business. Once I start selling my art from my gallery, I will, for my own studio, I will be a shopkeeper. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with all this. And I really respects and lot of regards for my galleries I have worked with. All of them are behind me like another pillar, because today what I am for them only, because the trust and the working together, it's very important. And I'm very blessed to get those galleries who really, and gallery is very important, because artists cannot do the business, impossible. Because we'll do, I think, if I am, my father was a businessman, but I know if I do business, I'll do blunder. So
I know one of your gallerists who in fact gave me your said that I must speak to you, Sunaina.
yeah, of course, because my gallery, it's fantastic. When Delhi, Sunaina, Art Alive Gallery. My mother gallery is Gallery Ganesha, Mrs. Shobha Bhatia.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My Bombay Gallery, Art Musing, Shanti Chopra, Kasturi and Sangeeta, they are the partner of that. And of course, Calcutta, I have worked with few galleries. They are also very good. So I'm very happy with my galleries, because biggest support.
So tell me one more thing.
Another young boy who has really done, with whom I have done the River of Faith, Somok Mitru Gallery exposure. I think all of them are very good. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, you are.
Very good.
How does it feel to part with a piece of art you've created with so much?
Yeah. It feels.
You feel a sense of, I want to keep it with me only.
It happened recently, because River of Faith exhibition, I did many works, and so those are not with me. So I thought, okay, I do one big work of River of Faith and I keep for myself. So I was finishing that work. In the meantime, from a gallery only, one young boy, they said, ma'am, he's coming to see, he wants a 3 by 3 feet fort. He's coming from Singapore. So please unko dikha do, because he will, gallery bheja. So I said, okay. So, and my staff, they opened the door, they came in. I didn't know, because it's a big walk. So I was standing on a stool and I was working. I could not come out. Then he came inside and he saw me working. So he was like mad. So he was sitting and looking at the work, and then he was looking at his 3 feet by 3 feet work, which gallery has told me to show him, and I was showing him. Then he was looking that work and this work. And then he said, ma'am, will you mind if I say one thing? I said, tell me. Ma'am, will you give me this work? That big work. I first of all got me shocked, because 3 feet by 3 feet work. He's choosing, this is 6 feet by 7 feet, huge work. So मैंने बोला, no, this is for me. I cannot give. I can't share. You know, what did he do? He said to me, ma'am, I just sold one land. And I have some money. I'm just calling my mother. If my mother says yes, will you give me this work? And he called his mother that, I'm just Jayashri studio. And mother knew that he sold the land in Chennai somewhere. He came from Chennai to Delhi. Then his mother said, okay, bye. And that young boy, he said to me, Didi, you have to give me. Then I shouted in my gallery, don't send anybody in the studio. So this is the things like, you feel honored, happy. And, artists are one way very foolish, because we have emotionally, anybody can break us.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel that.
That very unstable. So that's happened. But it's a lot of happiness.
I'm sure to share that.
It's good.
Yeah. No, I'm surprised you're saying I'm very emotional, and yet you're so balanced about balancing everything and everybody's this thing.
Yes.
Emotions and relationships and
everything to balance. So that's the thing. Like my mother was like this. I have learned from my mother.
And what about your son? How does he react to your work?
Very, very good. Very good. And very honest. And my son and me, we are like a friend. We have grown each other, holding each other hands. We have grown up. So it's like our journey. Though he's my, like, after my father, I think my pillar is my son. He's wonderful human being. But I can say this eyes closed, like from his childhood. And when I was expecting him, because I knew that my husband is not a right person for me and horrible, but I was already pregnant. But I only prayed to God give me a good human being.
That's important to you, no?
So I'm very happy. He's very, very kind, good human being.
Wow. Tell me one more thing. Now Delhi is home to you.
Yes.
How does it feel?
I feel
What does
very...
Delhi mean to you?
Delhi is beautiful city. Sometimes pollution bothers me. Beautiful heart, big heart. Because मैंने जब दिल्ली में आए थे तब मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं था. तब how I got my friends' support, my Shobha ji, who really gave me a support. I stayed at her place. I will never forget. Because, and my framing person, Murthy Ahuja frames, like he's my Rakhi brother now. Because I cannot tell you how much support I get from them. Anything I want, immediately it comes in front of my studio. So like people are really hardworking to their part, and for the work, they never compromise. They don't ask for chutti. They ask for work.
Delhi,
so that is the
like
best
that, yeah.
thing I love in Delhi. People are hardworking. They work. They like to work. So that is the best thing in Delhi. And the food is amazing. And also I will say, because I am from Bengal, I have a taste of little, little understate kind of a dress, like white, red border, blah, blah, blah. But shall I tell you, when it's very important to expose. When exposure is very important. Like when I came to Delhi, I saw a lot of colors. When I went to Rajasthan, I saw a lot of colors. Delhiites, they enjoy the life, whatever they had. That's the beauty also. So everywhere you go, you learn something. So Delhi is that city who gives you these kind of quality to lead your life with happiness. You go to Delhi Haat, कितना रौनक है इतने समर में इतने गर्मी में. If you go, even then you don't feel tired looking at that beautiful colorful things. People are dancing. So it's a joy everywhere. Even though it's not a easy city, because the summer is very hot, the winter is very cold, and now the pollution is bothering. But even then people are very happy. That's the thing. We learn to be happy
in Delhi.
In Delhi, yes. Enjoy life. Work hard. Those are the things in Delhiites. I think it's extremely good.
Good. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
It's been a very interesting episode. We went into a personal story. You've been so lovely and candid in discussing your personal journey and how it's influenced your art.
Thank you.
And I love your art. You know that.
Thank you so
much.
I
just wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
And I hope you go on to create many more lovelier works.
Yes, that's the blessings and prayer I want.